Yo, that was a battle that we kept hearing for quite a while that was supposed to happen. The beef between Big Sean and Kendrick Lamar, where they subbing each other. We've heard him say before, boy, and you guys know who ad-lib that is. We've heard both of them take subtle jabs at each other, but we never knew if something would come from it. Charlamagne had the grace to sit down with Big Sean and talking about the big three. Not only the big three, but also Kendrick Lamar. Speaking about the big three, before we glance right over it, Big Sean believes that he's part of it. And Big Sean feels the type of way that he's not mentioned when they speak about the big three.
Kendrick and Cole, that's what it's always been.
And I hear my name around that a lot, so.
Outside of the big three, I actually think it's a Fantastic Four. Because I throw Future in there.
Okay.
But not because of lyrics, but just because of impact over the last decade plus. And then I think after that, that's when you talk about the Seans, the Wale's. That's why I go.
Well, there's only one me and there's only one Wale, so. Okay, so the big three convo. So what's the question?
Do you ever be upset that you're not in that combo?
Well, shit, I hear my fucking name all the time when people talk about this big three stuff, and like.
Because even when you said who'd you say your bigger three? I don't have to.
So your so-called bigger three. Right?
Oh, okay, so what people think is okay. I got
Yeah. What
got
people think. Yeah, that's why I said your so-called bigger three.
Well, the general consensus big three.
But I also understand that I haven't give them reasons to be fans, and I think that just comes with more consistency. But I think I'm at a point in my life where I can produce more. But still keeping on God's time and in my time. But, I think the way my life is going, it's like, that's one of my priorities, is to, like, put more music out with meaning, too, though, with still that feeling of, okay, feeling good about it.
Let me show you how God works. Look what my next question was. Can you be upset by what you haven't gotten out of rap if you know that you haven't been as consistent as the people in the big three?
That's what I'm saying. So it's like, I'm not delusional. Like, I haven't been putting out music, so that's one of the... Yeah. But I do feel like when it comes to rapping abilities that I have no limit on my rapping abilities. I feel like I can keep improving and keep getting better, and I can hang with anybody on any song.
My only issue with Big Sean and the Big Three, I would suggest is out. And I love Big Sean's albums. I've been supporting him since day one, but he doesn't have really that album, like that classic album. I know a lot of you guys love to say that about Drake, but Nothing Was the Same was classic. Take Care was classic. But Charlamagne asks Big Sean, how do you feel if that actual war was to come to your steps after seeing what Kendrick Lamar did to Drake and had the whole world singing They Not Like Us? Do you feel like you would have been ready? Do you feel like you would have been ready to go head to head with Kendrick Lamar and deal with that many disses? We've seen when he snaps to it. It wasn't like he just gave us Not Like Us. The boy gave us 5 tracks of every day he was just ripping Drake apart. Drake was fighting back, and it was a great battle, to say the least. Is it over yet? We don't know. We keep hearing rumors from either here itching like a cussy waiting for anything to happen again. But Big Sean feels like he's ready. Big Sean felt like he was ready and is ready for war. What do you guys think? Do you guys share those same thoughts? Do you feel like Big Sean could have responded back to even Euphoria? Do you feel like he would have passed that track? And I love Big Sean. Again, one of my top 10 favorites. I think he's also one of the greatest top 5 in the last decade when it comes to actually spitting and MCing in the mainstream. I'm not talking about the underground guys. Mainstream realm with the J. Cole's, Kendrick Lamar, Big Sean's. I think Sean's there. Now, does Sean have the discography to go and compete against those names that we just named? I don't think so. Subscribe to the channel, like the video, comment down below. Please share your thoughts. Let's see what Sean has to say with Charlamagne. We're on that road to 10,000. We will be doing a giveaway at 10,000 subs.
Aren't you glad that you and Kendrick never really got into it, though? Because that could have been you, Sean.
The way he said that's crazy.
What could have been me?
He did Drake pretty dirty.
He did.
Yeah, that could have. Would you have been ready for all of that?
I guess we'll never know. Yes, though, of course. Of course I would have been ready for it.
What?
So then Nipsey dies, and I sit on a plane next to Punch. Random as hell. We're headed to J. Cole's festival, and he's like, "You ever talk to Kendrick?" And I'm like, "No, I never. I know it ain't shit there, but no, we never really spoke." Then around that time, like that day, or maybe the day before that, or the week or day within that same time period, that leaked shit happened. It was a leaked verse, and it said what you said.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn, nigga, y'all. It was something. So you got
the leaked verse from Kendrick Lamar takes us again another jab at Big Sean. And that was released. He's like, I was just sitting next to Punch. What is going on? What's happening? Are they trying to line me up? So now I can see that too. That is a little wild too. Your man's being like, nah, ain't nothing there. Y'all good, bro. Y'all should talk on the phone. Then a leaked verse comes with him dissing me that never released.
Big Sean keep sneak dissing, I let it slide. I think it's false confidence got him inspired. I can't make them respect you, baby, it's not my job. You're finally famous for who you date, not how you rhyme, boy. Cute ass raps, get your puberty up. Then make you a classic album before before you come at us. Drake and McMill beef, my got the beast, I really fuck you up. Wish a nigga was.
Got me looking crazy.
But maybe he prepared something just like the same way you were thinking. He was like, you know, let me get my nukes just in case too.
Right, but the thing is that song came out and he changed that bar, right? So that wasn't on the song anymore. It was a leaked verse. So I had to keep that in mind because I was pissed when I heard it. So then I'm like, okay, he changed that on his own. So he probably came to the conclusion that it was nothing. So then then me and him talk, and I got the text on my phone, and he's like, I might pull the text out and
Let's
read
hear it. Why not?
Oh, I ain't even got somebody else got my phone.
Somebody grab Sean's phone.
I essentially...
No need to misquote him.
Charlamagne's over here trying to get that breaking news. He's like, no, don't need to misquote him. Go get that phone. You said you would pull out the text message. Present it. Where is the text message?
Yeah, I ain't trying to misquote shit.
He wants the actual text message.
That much to misquote a nigga.
And how long ago was this? You said right after Nip died.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, I mean, you can read my stuff, too.
You want me to read it?
No. I don't think we should read it because I think that's kind of like bitch made, but I want you to kind of like see the sentiment of it. Oh, so this is me, and then this is him. What up, champ? You know, yes, we're in great grievance.
That's real.
Wrongly. So, in a sense, I don't want to say it. He apologized in a sense for going that far, you know, and for that shit coming out, right? So I wanted to show you that because, in a sense, he apologized, right?
Yeah.
So if Kendrick apologized for that same leak that I heard prematurely, right, that he didn't use, it's like then it leaks fully later, right, and people hear it, and we already discussed it. And he said, appreciate the shout out on the Nipsey song. I already addressed it on the song with Nip. Lack of communication and wrong information for people fueled by the ego is like mixing flames with diesel.
That's what he said to you in the...
No, that's what I said on the song with Nipsey.
Oh, I know, but in the text it sounded like he's kind of said the same thing.
Yeah, that's why I said it in the song. Because in that text he said, yo, you know, my ego, da-da-da. So it's like...
So his ego's a big thing. So is that what pushed him finally to go at Drake and to finally just break that spell? That ego, like, yeah, they keep playing with my name, bro. They keep calling him number one, like he's better than me. And you know, being someone like Kendrick Lamar, Big Sean saying from the conversation, he's ego-driven. So being ego-driven, can you allow someone to keep saying someone's better than you that you know deep down inside they're not? And is that what really made him finally clash out and go crazy on Drake? Because Drake's been telling him, tempting him for a minute, like, yo, do it. Do it, just do it. This time he finally did it.
When that shit leaks, it's like people are like, oh, you heard what he said about you? I'm like, nigga, I'm not a clout chasing ass nigga, bro. I'm solid and I stand on mine, and I'm not about to do something because everyone thinks a certain thing. Like, we already talked about it. I already got an apology for it.
And your shirt right now says, I do not care about their opinions.
Yes.
So why would you care about the opinions of other people if you know what it is between you and Dot?
Exactly. And that's what it's been. You know, I ain't really had too much communication with him since then. And, you know, but I just want to I represent a lot of people from my city, from where I come from, fans of mine, who think I didn't stand on my shit. And that's not the case. And that's what I want to clarify. I wasn't being a bitch nigga or like tucking my tail or nothing like that. And if it was real smoke, if it was really something to stand on, I would be full front. I would be there front and center for it. And I would be prepared. You know what I'm saying? But it's not. And people want to make something that is not. So that's something that I never really got a chance to clarify. And, you know, to me, it's better to be about business and to be authentic. And like, if there's literally not a problem there, then I'm not about to feed into no narrative that isn't true, that I know isn't true.
Do you feel like the Drake and Kendrick situation, beef, whatever you want to call it, stepped on your return? Because you dropped Precision.
Yeah.
And then like that dropped like a week later, and it felt like it just drowned.
No, it dropped the same day.
It was the same day?
Yeah, it dropped the same day.
No, but you did drop a freestyle a week before though. Am I tripping?
I dropped it like 2 days before.
Yeah,
freestyle.
Yeah, and it felt like it drowned. It felt like it drowned. Like that just drowned that out.
It did drown it out, bro.
Yeah.
It was like, but you got to think about it. If it's like Metro Boomin and Future, and then Kendrick addressing J. Cole and Drake on first-person shooter, you kind of involving a whole kind of like, it's a whole thing.
I was gonna say, it was a whole Avengers worth of fan bases in there. Because depending whatever side you stood on, everyone was paying attention. Like, yo, what's going on? And I was at Rolling Loud. I love saying it in every video. I was right front and center at Rolling Loud. When they played it, they did not play that Kendrick verse. They did not. So again, I heard it Sunday at Rolling Loud. I waited all week till Friday to finally hear the album. And when I heard that Kendrick verse coming at Drake and Cole, I was there like, the hell is going on? Oh my, oh my. But this shows the growth in Big Sean. It shows the growth in Big Sean. It shows how he didn't let the crowd push him, because even though him and Kendrick closed it behind the scenes, he never told us nothing, nor did he really go that insane. Even though you could tell it's still bothering him a long time later because of his response here. But at least him and Kendrick closed it down and shut that down behind the scenes, you get me? And they, whatever beef they had, they squashed it. Which also shows us that we're not crazy as fans, and we knew that they were both subbing each other for that little time. Because Sean said that he was getting his nukes ready too, because you never know what was going to pop off. He believes he was ready. That's something somewhere else. I think Kendrick's fan base and what he did to Drake, even though, again, Drake got packed out by 20 people, even though some people don't like to hear that. But what he did to Drake, I personally don't see how Big Sean would have withstand that. But I also didn't see Kendrick Lamar beating Drake in a battle, so I feel like anybody could have been shocked. Share your thoughts down below. Let me know what you think about all this. Do you think Big Sean got saved, and thank God all that happened was that his song and his project got stepped on because it came out the same day as Like That? That's the worst that happened. Instead of him having to be the guy at the battle, him having to be the one that Kendrick's addressing on Like That. Do you guys think Big Sean was extremely lucky that that did not occur? Let me know down below your thoughts. We're on that way to 10,000 subscribers.